And there you are. Hi, I am Jimmy Emerson, and we are here today with my eighth or ninth version. I don't know. We've been doing this for a little while now. How to Jimmy Vegas. That means if you know me, call me, let me know. I'll give you a heads up where to go, where to have the most fun, where to get the best value, and where, more importantly, not to go. Anyway, I'm thrilled to have my show every other week here on the all new What's Up Vegas magazine. Now, every week people go, Jimmy, I went to find your show. Please don't do .com. There's a lot of extensions out there. We are What's Up Vegas. Period. Right up there. See? That's very simple. And once you click on it, it takes you to our magazine with all the current features. We have articles from all sorts of entertainment people and businesses and travel folk. And then if you scroll down a little, you'll see me. It says How to Jimmy. Click on that, and you can see the latest How to Jimmy show. I've had some amazing guests on my show the last 2-3 months, and gosh, so many people: Chase Brown, Tony Arias. Stephanie Danderson, the cast of several. Today is even better. I've got two amazing guests. First and foremost, the all new show that's just opened at the Super Summer Theater at Spring Mountain Ranch Theater out there. The Little Mermaid. I have the two stars. I have Ariel and her father. What's this called? Triton. And they're beautiful people, and they'll be on here just a little while. And the show opens to rave reviews. It's playing every weekend throughout June, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 4 nights. If you have not been out to the Super Summer Theater, look them up. Super Summer Theater. I think it's SST.com, and it shows the whole summer's worth of shows. They're doing all different types of shows. Their first one is Little Mermaid, and it is, I've seen it on video, but I'm going to see it next Friday. Gorgeous. I heard they spent over $30,000 just on the costumes alone. It is produced by two of my favorite people that I've known for a while, Sandra and Steve Huntsman. They started their own production company called Huntsman Entertainment. They produce many shows out there, and they're all spectacular. Do yourself a favor, get your tickets for Little Mermaid. They'll be on in just a little while. Also, we're going to have on who's been on my show before, my good friend Stephanie Danderson, who owns a beautiful shop called N, the letter N, to the Looking Glass. It's on the corner of Charleston and Rancho, and she does makeovers, hair. She's got wigs, ideas, jewelry, a little bit of everything, especially for gay or straight. If you want to get a makeover, she'll tell you more about it in a little while. Stephanie Danderson, along with the NGRA, Nevada Gay Rodeo Association, which are bigly, God, who would I sound like, which is very much involved with the International Gay Rodeo. We'll talk about all that. We did our show last weekend at the Horseman's Park. It was fabulous. A lot of entertainment. It was hot, but it gets hot in parks sometimes, you know what I mean? But I didn't tell any stories about electric boats or sharks. But anyway, we'll move on. So I'm looking forward to having them on here. And a bit of news that a new club has opened here in Las Vegas. It's a club that I own with some partners from 2020 to 2022. Ish. We were open almost 3 years. We didn't live through the pandemic, but someone has taken the space over. It's on 855 East Twain. They changed the name from Jimmy's, of course, it's called Dust, D-U-S-T. I still don't know why they call it Dust, but I was invited to the grand opening by the owner, Ryan Bandy, wonderful man. He owns businesses in Springfield, Illinois, a pizza place. It's very, very popular there. He's come to Vegas. He reopened this club. It's a lot of fun. We'll have him on the show soon and talk about what he's got planned. It's a great venue. And so that's going to happen. And I'm supposed to be on the Mark O'Toole show in Sun City, Summerlin. Is that right? Yeah, on the 19th, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have Mark on very soon to explain what I'm supposed to do. My guess is as good as yours, but it'll be fun no matter what, because Mark's shows are always fun. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with the cast or two of the main characters from The Little Mermaid. We'll be right back.
Hi there, I'm Mona Van Joseph, and I'm known locally fondly as Mystic Mona, and I'm a professionally licensed intuitive tarot consultant. So when I do a reading for someone, I'm actually bringing them to a moment of awareness where they have power, because I firmly believe that when I'm doing a reading for you, I'm predicting your potential. It's up to you to be the captain of your own ship. It's up to you to guide spirit to help you get what you want in this lifetime. And you know, the most effective thing in the whole world that you can do for yourself is pray for what you want, and pray to whatever entity works for you, whether that's good Lord, Mother Mary, Jesus, Buddha, Spirit, Karma, the universe. It doesn't matter who you pray to, but it's a way for you to tell the universe what you want. So when you call into 3.Vegas, you're usually working on an issue that you want a little bit more clarity. Well, we have Rainy Day, who is our clairvoyant medium, amazing. We have Chris Gray, who's our master astrologer, and also contributes to WWDBTV.com, where you can read your monthly forecast every month. And those are usually posted right the last day of the previous month, and you can read about your month ahead, which is fabulous. I'd love for you to join us on 3.Vegas exclusively on WWDBTV, where you can experience what a three-dimensional focus of your issue can be. It's wonderful. If you'd like to get a hold of me, my website is www.mona.vegas. I'm available for private sessions and special events, but mostly I'm here for you on WWDB-TV with two amazing readers. I hope to see you soon, and I look forward to you tuning in.
Okay, get ready for this, because I have with me today two of the stars of the show that's currently running right now at the Super Summer Theater out at Spring Ranch Mountain.
Spring
Spring
Mountain
Ranch Mountain. I've seen clips of it. I haven't seen the show yet. Amazing. The Little Mermaid. And wow, so much going on out there. Produced by two of my favorite people on the planet, Sandra and Steve Huntsman, who I've known for years. Sandra and I toured with the show for years, and I'll tell you all about that. But here today, I have two of the stars of The Little Mermaid currently running at the Super Summer Theater. I have Noree Asharian.
Asharian. Yes.
I'll never say it right.
It's all good.
And Wade Abel.
Hello.
Okay. Noree plays Ariel. You wore the right shirt. I love that. And I've seen clips of you. Just fabulous.
Thank you.
And you play the dad.
I play King Triton.
Triton, yes. You got it on your shirt.
We coordinated.
I'm the Murdaddy.
I love that. You're Murdaddy and you're Mermaid, Ola. Well, how exciting to have you both here. And
Well, thank you for
to be
having us.
involved in any kind of theater in Las Vegas is always a lot of fun. I started in theater 100 years ago in Texas. When I moved to Las Vegas, it was to do comedy and variety and drag shows. That's why I look like this. But that's me. But I support theater. I'm just a big theater nerd for my whole life. So Little Mermaid is a big deal. And just from the clips I've seen, you guys are just amazing. Tell us about yourself. First of all, tell us, are you a Las Vegas native? Where did you come from?
I am. I'm Vegas born and raised.
Yeah.
My folks are from Armenia, but I am from here.
Nice.
And yeah, I've been here my whole life, and I'm starting to look at doing theater outside of Las Vegas, but I always end up coming back here. So this is my third show at Super Summer.
Wonderful.
The
What
last
did
one
you
I
do
did was
before?
with you.
Yes.
Was
Oh,
Man of La Mancha.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was
See?
the screaming girl.
You were. Yes, you were. And you, Abel, it's Abel. Right? No, Wade. Your last name is Abel.
Yeah.
Wade.
I was
playing the star, basically.
I was originally born in California.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in California, San Diego.
Right.
Did a lot of cruise ships and regional tours of musical theater. I ended up here in Las Vegas. Performed on the Strip in the show Jubilee for 10 and a half years.
Oh, wow. Yes.
And once I retired from performing, I have the outlet of community theater to perform to continue that love.
Sure.
I love performing and I can't give it up. So,
Well, now you say you worked on cruise ships. Do you have like a one-man show that you do? You sing, obviously.
I was in the casts, like the Broadway review casts and things like that on the
right.
ships.
Well,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
And you're a dancer.
I am.
Yeah, you look like a dancer.
Yeah.
You're very handsome.
Oh, thank you.
You can't help yourself.
And you're gorgeous.
Well, thank you. Isn't that nice to say? No, you're both just perfect. I can see you both in these roles to begin with. And so, how's it been? How were the rehearsals like fun to do? Was it grueling? I mean, and you're out there in the heat. I know it gets cooler in the evening, but summer theater is hard to do.
This show is so, I mean, I don't know how it is for you, but I personally have been dying to do a show on like wheeled shoes for the longest time.
Yeah.
That's such an oddly specific thing to say, but like
Right.
I was on Heelys since the age of 7 or something like that.
Okay.
I love doing that. So this is the first time I get to do a show on wheels.
Yeah.
And it's my first princess show, which is
Nice.
super crazy. So that's a dream come true for me.
Well, and you?
Yeah,
as
I
well.
bet. To create that illusion of us swimming through the water, we do have wheels on our shoes.
They're
And
so cool.
You know, I
And-
watched that clip several times, and I at one moment, oh, they're on wheels, but after a second, you really don't notice anymore.
yeah,
Because you're just floating
They
around the
blend
stage,
really
which is a
well.
beautiful
Yeah.
effect. And oh my God, I have to say the costumes are
incredible.
just
Incredible.
outstanding.
Absolutely amazing.
Just from what I've seen, I'm going to see it next weekend.
Yeah.
And I'll be there. I'll wave.
Fantastic.
Anyway, the costumes, like I say, that it looks like a beautiful show. I know it's very popular. I just read on Facebook that it's sold out for June 22nd. So it plays Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Wednesday.
Thursday,
Wednesday,
Friday.
Thursday, Friday. So it's 4 nights.
Yep.
Yes.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 8:00.
8 o'clock is show start.
Of course,
and
you've
it's
got to
out
get there.
the-
Now, if you've never been to the Super Summer Theater at Spring Mountain Ranch, do yourself a favor, go. I've gone a million times. It is so much fun. It's a real outing. You could take your friends, your family, your boyfriends, your girlfriends. You could bring your kids, but make sure, they're not little brats.
We do get a lot of
But
kids.
you're
for
going to
this
get
show.
a lot of kids
We
for
get a
Little
lot of kids for
Mermaid,
this show,
obviously.
yeah. And
That's not been a problem, though.
Oh,
No,
no.
they
they're
love
so
it. It's
sweet.
adorable.
They're so sweet.
Oh, yeah. But what you do is you get your tickets online, Super Summer Theater, and you could bring your own little picnic basket. You could bring a little cooler if you want, and you could sit on the mountain. They have chairs for rent that you can sit, or you could bring a nice big comforter or blanket and sit on the hillside. A lot of cities have this. They had it in Houston, Texas. It's called Theater Under the Stars.
Mhm.
There, it's been there for many, many years, and I got used to doing that when I lived in Texas. I was so thrilled they had something very similar here in Las Vegas. And it's up in the mountain. It's just high enough. So once that sun goes down behind the mountain, it
So
cools
nice.
right off. And it's bearable, right?
Yes.
It is, and they have these like vendors there. If you don't want to bring your own
Oh,
picnic, you
that's
can
true.
get your own
Food
picnic
trucks.
there. It's
Yes.
really nice. They provide pretty much everything for you to have a wonderful
Yeah,
experience.
we've done a lot of fun experiences out there. So that's Super Summer Theater. The Little Mermaid playing now through
The end of June.
the last week of June.
Yes, the last
Yes.
yeah.
weekend.
So that's like 4 weekends, I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah,
We just finished our
Something like
first
that,
weekend. We have
yes.
3 more.
right. It was like everything you thought it would be.
It's amazing.
So
Yeah.
beautiful.
The crowds are great.
They are.
Yeah.
They know what's coming, and that's so special. I've never been a part of a show that, you'd say a cue line and somebody in the audience would go, "Oh, I know this
Oh,
one.
that's
They're
right,
going to sing the
right.
song that we all know."
I love it.
It's beautiful.
Well, The Little Mermaid is an old story. It was an opera, I guess, originally called Rusalka. You know the history of the Little Mermaid?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that
I
was
know
an
my
opera.
brother, who's
Huh.
has a master's in music history, which got him nowhere, but he knows all this stuff. It's from an original old dark fairy tale about
Right.
just what your story's about the King Titan and his daughter who wanted to grow legs and actually be a human and all that. And it was the original Dvorak. Was the original composer of that.
Yeah.
The little history. That's just kind of throw that out there. Ursula was right before you guys opened. I saw this was a major story to me because I've been in this situation over the years of different shows and plays and musicals and drag shows and all sorts of things. Got very sick and was not able to go on opening night. Is that the story?
There was an injury that had happened during one of the performances. She got like 2 shows in, unfortunately, and our Ursula's fabulous.
So she'd
Stephanie
already
Sanchez
appeared
is
in the role.
amazing. Yes.
And then she had an accident, or whoever was playing the role.
Yeah, Stephanie did not. She was not able to go on this one night, so our choreographer stepped in.
Keith Dodson.
Keith Dodson.
Yes.
He's amazing. I've known Keith for years, and he went right on with like 10 hours notice.
Yes.
Went right on the costume. You even fashioned the book. He had to have the script, but that's okay for last minute.
Yeah.
And you even made the book he's reading from look like it was part of the whole
set.
play.
It was really
That's amazing. That is a real trooper. Now that's theater at its finest.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. Well, gosh, guys, it is so wonderful to have you here. Wish all the luck in the world with Little Mermaid and your careers. You're both just beautiful people.
Thank you.
You'll go on to be a big Broadway star.
Yes.
And you will
Only if you come
continue
with
to
me.
be a very handsome man in any role that you do.
Well, thank you so
And
much.
maybe we could do something together sometime.
Sure.
Or you could be my handsome backup singer. I don't know.
Sure.
Or you can sing a song yourself. We'll put you at the show too. But, let's talk about your last name. Say it again.
Asherian.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Asherian. It's a beautiful name. But it's spelled Aserian. Now,
ASHER.
you're going to have to shorten that for Broadway.
I think they'll be able to do it just fine on the marquee. I think they'll be okay.
Right. So in other words, if they want you, they're going to use your damn name.
Absolutely.
Right? I like that spirit. I do. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Super Summer Theater, The Little Mermaid, every weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, till the end of June.
Absolutely.
Go see it. You'll love it.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm planning to go on traveling, and I would love to take you. Do you have any great places to go?
Well, I love to travel. I live in Las Vegas for years now, but traveling for me is fantastic. Sometimes I go all the way to Boulder City.
Ooh, I heard Pahrump is great.
My favorite place, also my favorite vacation spot over the last several years, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Ooh, I've been wanting to go to that.
Well, it's a lot of fun. They have a variety of all sorts of things. The beach is gorgeous. And it's a lot of entertainment there. That's why I love it.
You know what? You know so much about this. I wish you had your own travel club.
Well, isn't that interesting? Because as luck would have it, we have started the How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club.
That is awesome. There is an email that if you want to get more information or you have places that you want to go and you want to give us some ideas, you're going to travel at whatsup.vegas.
Tell us where you want to go. You want to go to Hawaii? You want to go to New York City? You want to go to Canada? You want to go to Puerto Vallarta or to Cancun? I've been to a lot of these places, and that helps.
It does.
But How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club is all new, and I'm extremely excited about it. Write to us. What's the website?
At travel@whatsup.vegas. And if you are already getting our newsletter for whatsup.vegas, on the bottom of any newsletter, you'll see that there's a travel button. Click on that.
And
if you sign up now before September, it's 50% off.
50% off. That's amazing.
I'm shocked.
Your travel is going to be very reasonable with us, and I know how to travel. We always have a great time, and the more people we get to go, we do group tours, we can do your private tours, whatever you want. Write to us, call us, we'll set it up. I'm very excited about the all-new How to Jimmy Vegas Travel Club.
Absolutely.
And it's found at www.whatsup.vegas.
You can see an ad there too that you could be able to click on as well. If you're not with our newsletter, for whatever reason that is, you should definitely be a part of our newsletter.
That's right.
You're going to be missing out. We have all kinds of great things. Don't take that. That's mine.
Well, I was going to say, how are the both of us going to get on this?
I'm just telling you, I'm doing travel cheap. I'm doing travel cheap. I start there, and I got one of these. We'll see where we go.
I can't wait to travel with you.
Woo!
And we always have fun. Check it out. Well, how excited am I? I'm sitting here with all kinds of rodeo royalty. I mean, yeehaw. I am from Texas originally, so you'd think I know a lot about rodeo. And I do. I know a little. I've been known to ride a bull or two, but shut up. But I am honored, seriously honored to have on my show today, How to Jimmy. Some of my very good friends, some I've known for a while, some I've just met. And right here in the center is my good friend, Stephanie Danderson. Stephanie was on my show earlier, a couple of weeks ago. Thank you for that. And we're here to talk today about NGRA, Nevada Gay Rodeo Association. It's a big deal. They raise a lot of money. They have put a lot of work all year long into fundraising and awareness and promoting the rodeo. And with I'll let you introduce everybody in a second, Miss NGRA, and one of the performers that backs all the shows and stuff, Becky Bokey's here, and I'm going to let you say that. Stephanie, you take over and tell us where NGRA got started and what's the deal.
Well, let's start out introducing everyone.
Good.
First of all, we have our Mr. NGRA. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Marshall. I'm Mr. Nevada Gay Rodeo 2024.
And I am Miss Tequila Mockingbird, your Miss Nevada Gay Rodeo 2024, your current reigning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Stephanie Danderson. I was the first alternate to Tequila, thinking of another queen. And I was also rodeo entertainment coordinator this year, and last year I helped out also.
You did.
I'm Becky Baki. I'm Miss Nevada Gay Rodeo 2024 second runner-up. So if they go away or go missing,
Missing.
Well,
What do you mean missing?
We're not quite
my.
all of the pageants and stuff that's out there. And this is where we want to kind of just
Invite people to
invite
the family.
people. And Tequila, tell them a little bit about how we got started.
Yeah, so the Nevada Gay Rodeo was one of the first rodeos. It all actually started in Reno. The World Gay Rodeo Final started in Reno 50 years ago. So we're going to celebrate our 50th anniversary of gay rodeo throughout the U.S.
Cool.
next year in Reno. But the NGRA, it was founded by some of our original members. You know, it not only takes the cowboys and cow queers that compete in the rodeo and ride the animals, but it also takes the royalty team.
Right.
So every year we have a royalty team that competes, and it's not just about pageantry and fighting each other and pulling each other's wigs off.
Oh, but that's the fun part.
It really is. You know, we show up all year long. You know, Stephanie, Becky, and Marshall and I were, and Jimmy were out in the heat of the rodeo and having a blast, and raising a bunch of money throughout the entire year. So although we do look pretty and we come to compete on one night, it's a whole year's work of fun and work.
And what happens, we all kind of become winners because we all make up one team. Tequila and Marshall are literally like the faces, and they go out and travel to all of these different rodeos all over the country. We even had people from Mexico and Canada coming this year.
Nice.
We have an incredible rodeo director. Doug Graff is amazing.
Doug is absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
Working with him, was it last weekend or weekend before last?
Weekend before.
Yeah, he was on the ball.
He
with
really
everything.
is, and he's been in this for 30 years.
You could tell. He knows his stuff.
He's been Mr. Everything. He really has, and he has the foresight of changing with the times.
Right.
Rodeo, we kind of went down a little bit, meaning that people didn't know we were still around.
Well, that happens with a lot of organizations.
It does.
It's not just the rodeo. Everything has its ups and downs. And 50 years, like you said, it's been around a long time.
So this was the first year in our history that I know of that we were able to reach out to entertainers outside our community.
Right.
So I brought the incredible, oh my gosh, if you have not seen him, he still works with Frank Marino. He is like one of the top share lookalikes in the world.
I worked with him for years.
Stephen Wayne, one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. I can't believe he came out in that.
And he's always there for you.
Yes,
He
yes.
hardly ever says no. As you know, he's a school teacher, a principal by day. He's very dedicated. But he puts on that Cher makeup, and he does Celine Dion as well. But Cher, he just blows everybody away.
And then we have Jesse Tyler, who does Taylor Swift.
Yes, amazing.
And then the Latin goddess of, that's what I call her, of Las Vegas. She's been around for a while, but she is like the person in the Latin community, and that's Josie Cavalera.
Yes, she's amazing.
She's and a shout out to her because she is working at the new club Dust for Latin night on Sundays now.
Yes.
And she just recently hosted our tell them about the event that we just had this past Saturday.
Oh, you mean the Vaquero thing?
Yes.
That was wonderful. We went in thinking, okay, well, let's open our doors, let everybody know we love everybody. When she went in, first off, is there a rhinestone in town that woman does not have on her?
Right. She's the Dolly Parton, meaning she is the Dolly Parton of Vegas.
Yes.
But secondly is, what I enjoyed being someone who doesn't speak Spanish, she actually brought the language in for everyone. Nobody felt ousted. We didn't feel like, oh, it's just for one thing. No, everybody felt welcome, which was great. And I loved it.
Our rodeo director has a lot to do with that because he brought the Latin community back in with us. And there's a difference between Nashville. There's a difference between country, and there's a difference between the Latin, and it's all in the different styles. Like Nashville is something like what drag queens like to be. We all like to be flashy and all of that.
Yeah.
But real rodeo, with our rodeo, it is an involved rodeo.
Steph, it's so inclusive. You got a little slice of everything in there, and you're so generous when you go, hey, come do the show. Thank God you're in charge, because as a show director, we've all been in the position. You have to pick and choose. You don't want to offend anyone, but you've got a job to do, and that's to make the rodeo look like you want it to look.
And it was a lot of fun this year. My role this year was I see how much work that all of our past Mr. and Mrs. do. It is an extremely grueling. It is, and I'm just going to put it out there because of all the traveling.
Yeah.
And then they have to kind of put a rodeo together with entertainment. Tequila and Marshall both were traveling so much. My job this year was to take the hardness away and let her just be up there to be pretty and to be the hostess of everything.
Absolutely. Now, Tequila, tell me, you say you've been traveling a lot, both of you. Tell me a few of the cities and places you've done in the last just few months.
Yeah, we just went to Arizona Gay Rodeo.
Right.
Then we went to Texas.
Do you both go together?
Rodeo.
Usually.
Yeah, we typically go together, and then we're always welcome. It's like you were saying, it's a very welcome community, not just like Nevada Gay Rodeo, but all the other rodeo associations are part of the International Gay Rodeo Association.
Yeah, of course.
And
we're going to Utah. All of us.
we're all going to Utah.
That's wonderful.
And in our international rodeo, we do have a lot of transgender people in it. But in Nevada, I believe I'm the first transgender person in this association that I know of. And I've been around it 25 years. No, it's not. But that's what I'm getting at, that we are so open. They accepted me with open arms.
Who wouldn't, Steph? You are such a wonderful promoter.
But it can be a little difficult at times when you step in, especially as an older entertainer. But they didn't. It becomes a big family.
Yeah.
And so this competition.
That's a great way to describe it. It is a family environment.
With this competition we have, it's no joke.
No,
there was a half a point between us.
Yeah.
Half a point.
So we don't go too long. Tell us about if you want to run to be Ms. or Mr. NGRA.
You need to join.
You need to join the organization first.
Need to join.
We'll put their website up. So
and it's the weekend of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It's traditionally when we have it. We're having it this year.
Good.
Becky is running again this year, along with several other contestants.
Nice.
But the part that people, I think they kind of need to know.
Sure.
You for a year. For a year, this is like Miss USA, Miss America, all of it. A year.
Oh yeah,
you are married to this, and
so you join first.
You join first
for at least a year.
Yes.
Well, you don't need to join for a year. You have to be, I believe, it's 6 months. 6 months
so
before you can
part
run.
Of the organization
but you want that 6 months because you need to know all of the different terms. There's a book about the stick.
Yeah, you told me.
One that when she goes to IGRA, the book's about that thick.
Right.
And you have to understand what goes on in the arena. And if they need you, just because you're over here doesn't mean that you can't be over here to work.
That's right.
It's an involved rodeo, but what gets, they look at your talent. They look at all that, but it's the interview. That's what makes
That's most contests.
But this is not like any other contest.
Yeah.
This interview, I've been on job interviews.
Okay.
That were probably easier.
Well, just give us a for instance. What's one of those?
So at the state level, they'll ask you the questions about what goes on in the rodeo. At the international level, they'll say, how many feet are the poles apart in the pole bending category?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Because
So you got to know
how far down does a horse go
that's nice to
before
know.
it's considered fallen on the ground?
Okay.
How close can it be to the barrel?
Yeah.
Or how close, how many inches can they go back if they've not broken the pattern? Things like
And
that.
you have to know the difference between goat dressing, mutton busting, and which are my two favorite,
Yes.
and
They're a lot of fun.
wild drag. And
Oh, yes.
that's what in the gay rodeo.
I love it.
In the other rodeos,
Of course.
they don't have that. And
Right.
mutton busting we don't have here, but they have in Utah.
Yeah.
They
And
also
that's
have
with
it
the
in
big sheep,
Yeah.
and the kids get on it and ride it.
Get mud. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, my gosh, there's just so much to talk about. I thank you guys so much for coming out today and being on my show. And Stephanie, I know you were on the show before, but I'd be remiss not to mention you have a wonderful store here in Las Vegas on Charleston and Rancho. Right.
Just right down the street.
It's been there for a few years now. How long have you been open?
This last month was my 8th year anniversary.
Amazing. And it's a nice little shop. You've got everything. You tell if you want to transition or learn how to do makeup properly and hair and consultation and you've got access to everything there at your store.
I'm a licensed medical esthetician.
Yes.
And I did hair for years. I got really sick of it. It's like, you need to get out of it when the old lady says it's not blue enough and you pucker with your pick. It's like, okay, it's time to retire the clippers.
Okay.
But I do sewing, makeup, skincare, waxing.
And it's called
Into the Looking Glass.
To the Looking Glass.
Yeah, it's a whole Alice in Wonderland
It's a
theme.
beautiful store. I've been there many times. She's helped me a lot with hair and makeup and jewelry and all sorts of things. And she even did my makeup one time. I thought, well, I just can't afford to go to you every time. And there's no time.
But this, seriously, so they really understand we accept everyone.
Yeah.
And this really does become a family like you wouldn't believe. I mean, that word's thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
But in this organization, no, it's for real. It becomes, and the thing is, we're all friends outside this.
Yes.
We're all really good friends outside
fun
this.
and nice because you get to know people, and even if you're not there, you see them and you go, "Oh my God, we're part of something." Like a lot of organizations.
And they've been so amazing because there's no way I could have traveled as much as they do with the business I have. And Becky,
that's great.
Becky, what she brings to the shows, we do a fundraiser each month. Right now we're at Badlands.
Yes.
And Becky, we take turns putting the show together each month. And Becky is absolutely amazing with all the little details and everything that she does.
Well, I can see that. And you were there the 2 days I was there, weekend before last. You were there the whole day, watching, making sure everything was going smoothly. It was wonderful. And you made it easier a little bit on all of us. I helped you on Saturday, and then Sunday I had my own show at the thing. It was called Jimmy and Friends. I had Alize Brooks came in, Sean M. So many great people showed up to do it and to promote. If I had one criticism, and you know what I'm going to say, it is so damn hot.
Well, things are changing.
But, it'll change.
Things are changing. Next year's rodeo, I believe, is still going to be Memorial Day, but there's changes. Like everything, every year you need to change some things.
That's right.
Not only is it a learning experience, but you find what works, what doesn't work. Super excited about getting to work with all of you.
Just in the 1 year from the 2 years ago when I did it with you, and you were, and then this last one we did like night and day.
Yeah.
The stage was bigger.
But once again, that has to do with
Jose Cuervo as a sponsor, and all the sponsors that you do get. They come out with their food trucks, and it makes the event just a lot of fun. We've got to wrap up. I want to thank you, Marshall, Stephanie, Becky, and Tequila Bugaboo.
Yeah.
You are also beautiful. God bless you. This NGRA.org.
No, .com.
NGRA.com.
And it has everything there.
Yeah.
It's all the
Even the
information.
royalty rules.
So, yeah,
royalty rules.
you gotta
all the
learn.
titles.
You gotta learn your bull racing and your sheep
Yeah,
dip
to
and all
important
that.
categories.
How far is it from there to the bathroom? Or you can't compete. You gotta be involved. So get that book and read it.
Yep.
And thank you, NGRA people. You are amazing, wonderful friends of mine. I love you. And we'll be back in just a little while with more fun here at the How Did Jimmy Show. Everybody wave goodbye. Thank you. Love you. Mean it. Bye.
Hi, my name is Edgar Alejandro. I'm the co-founder of Rising Again Productions. So we've been here in Vegas producing films for the past couple of years, and we've seen our fair share of studios. We've worked in our fair share of studios, and to be honest, WWDBTV has been our favorite by far. John is so welcoming. The space is wonderful. It's perfect for what we need. We've had rehearsals here. We've had callbacks here. We've had table reads here. So if you're a Vegas creative, or really just a creative coming into Vegas, definitely check out this space. Chat with John. I think you'll find that this studio has everything that you'll need as well.
And there you have it. What a great show today. Amazing guests. I want to thank the NGRA people, Mr. NGRA, Mr. and Miss NGRA, Stephanie, Becky, all the people from that organization. I learned a lot on today's show about that. If you want to be a competition with the rodeo, there's a lot of rules. So go to their website. We're going to put it up a few times during the show. I think we have NGRA.com and learn about it. It's a real prestigious title to have, and you get to travel all over the country. And I really want to thank the two stars from The Little Mermaid, the show now running at the Super Summer Theater at Spring Mountain Ranch Theater. Do yourself a favor, go out there and see it. It is spectacular. The costumes are amazing, and it's a lot of fun. As you know, you could take your own picnic basket, your own ice chest, enjoy the show, sit on the hill, get a chair, bring your lawn chair. It's a lot of fun. I think it seats about 800. I know Saturday the 22nd is sold out, so call for your tickets, get them online. And gosh, thank you guys again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on How to Jimmy Vegas. I'm Jimmy. Bye. Thank you. Goodbye. We love you. Mwah.